Okay, let me talk to you about the importance of your professional reputation. Back in January 2005, our cafe business failed. We knew it was failing, but it finally failed in January 2005. We knew it was game over, but we hadn't yet closed the doors. The doors wouldn't actually close until March, but this was January. Our fledgling school meals business that we had started off in 2003 was beginning to show promise, but was nowhere near a rock solid business at the time. And because the cafe had failed and we knew we were going to close the doors, I ended up in January 2005 having to have a series of very tough meetings. And the series of very tough meetings were had with 3 different groups of people. 1 with our staff, 2 with our banks, and 3 with our suppliers. And I want to take you through those rounds of meetings very briefly, if I may. The ones with our staff were sad. They were more sad than tough. The staff had soldiered with us for such a long time. They also had seen how much effort we put in to try and rescue the business, so they didn't hold us responsible for the business failing. But they also knew that they were going to lose their jobs whenever we closed the doors. But they stayed with us and helped us ease our way out of a very difficult time. The second round of meetings with the banks were tough, but the banks basically owned us. They had the mortgage to our home, etc. So it really was just a bit of horse trading to reschedule our debt over a period of time once the doors were closed, which they agreed to, and delighted to say that it took us 10 years, but after those 10 years we had that debt cleared off. Happy days. The third group of meetings were very tough and very interesting all at the same time. They were tough because I had to meet all the suppliers one at a time, and I had to tell them there is no money. Then I had to say to them, you will get paid, trust me, I just don't know when. And the third thing was a major ask. I then went on to ask them all to continue to supply us, even though I told them we were broke, to continue to supply us until we closed the doors in our cafe, and then for a lot of them to continue to supply our school meals business so that we could morph into that when the day came. And you know what? Every one of them did. Now, they didn't do it easily. There was lots of gnashing of teeth and pointing of fingers and blame and all sorts of stuff. But when the dust settled, we all realised that the only way we were going to get through this was if we worked together. And so we all worked a plan together. We closed the door in March 2005. We sold the lease, and whatever money was there, we paid our suppliers. And everybody shook hands and went their separate ways, happy that we'd done the right thing. So what's this all got to do with you and me today? Well, it's really got to do with the fact that the only reason the suppliers backed us when we needed them to back us was because our professional reputation was intact. We had kept our noses clean with them during the period they were supplying us. They knew that we were people of integrity, people of our word, and that we weren't going to do anything that would damage their business intentionally, for sure, and we weren't going to do anything that would upset our own professional reputations. And that is the reason they backed us in that very tough time. And that's the reason we survived. That's the reason that we managed to morph from a very tough situation in the cafe into the fledgling school meals business. It's the reason Carambola grew. It's ultimately the reason why I'm sitting here talking to you today. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you got something from that particular thing. Your professional reputation is invaluable. Well, I hope you got something from that. I hope you enjoyed it, and much more importantly, I hope you got something that you could take away from it. If you did enjoy it and you'd like to get more of this type of stuff, well then feel free to pop over to our homepage, ColinoBryanMotivation.com, and pop your name and email address into the box, and we'll send you more of this type of stuff on a regular basis. The objective of this series of 5-minute training videos is to get you thinking about a particular topic. And to get you thinking about a particular topic, I use snippets from my book, Feeding Johnny How to Build a Business Despite the Roadblocks, to cover a particular topic that I hope will have relevance to you, and that perhaps by me sharing it you'll get an aha moment, use the learnings from it to apply to your day-to-day work and business, and therefore take a shortcut where back in the day I didn't have one. Indeed, if you would like a copy of Feeding Johnny for free, the audio version, I'd be delighted to send it to you. ColinoBryanMotivation.com/free audiobook. Again, pop your name and email address in there, and we'll send you the details as to how you can download it for free. If you enjoy what you're hearing, if you like what I'm teaching, feel free to leave a comment in the box below. Indeed, feel free to share it out privately or publicly to others out there that you think might benefit. And finally, if you'd like to come back next week and join me for another Coffee with Colin, well then I'd love to see you here. Come back for more of this type of stuff. In the meantime, have a great week. Cheers. Oh, top class. Have a good one.